Yo, it's poppin' world. It's Jaja Gibore, Uglyman. I'm a rapper, not a blogger, not a blogger, I'm a rapper. Yo, so this weekend we got Ultimate Madness 3 tournament starting. I think it's dope that they doing it for 100K. I think it's dope that they did the intergender shit. What I think they should do next time is I think they should do 2 separate tournaments. And I think it should be a female tournament, a male tournament. And like the money should be interchangeable. So like the males could win 100K, the females could win 100K. But if the females just win their shit, they get 50,000. If the males just win their shit, they get 50,000. But if you win both tournaments, you know what I'm saying? Like they should do a male tournament, female tournament, then do a co-ed tournament. You know what I'm saying? Like they're doing now. But however they do it, I'm sure URL got that shit all matched out and figured out. Caffeine too, they got it all mapped out. So shout out to them for at least getting part 3 popping. Part 1 and part 2 was very entertaining, but I think this one's gonna be a little bit more entertaining. We got way better rappers. Jack Boy, Top, like Yoshi G, like Drugs, like niggas, like people that's really gonna try to fight to make it to that next round and make it to that 100K. I know it's 8 battles. I'm gonna just go straight through them. Who I think is gonna win, who I think is gonna lose, and that's it. I'll get into a little dialogue, a little storyline in between all the battles, but nothing major. Because I want to get through this shit. Because there's a lot of battles, and they about to do the face-offs in a couple minutes. But Yoshi G versus Drugs, I got Yoshi winning that shit. I think Drugs is dope, and I think he's a great battle rapper. The problem is Yoshi G is more eye-catching, ear-catching. You know, she got the dot bars. You know, the shit with quantum physics, yeah, he's writing for it, not writing for it. That shit don't mean nothing. Yoshi G is entertaining like a motherfucker, and she know how to entertain. And she know how to win battles. You know what I'm saying? Being the underdog, and not saying being the underdog as in people think I'm gonna lose. Being the underdog as in motherfuckers think you the hoe, you're worthless, you're not worth nothing, and then she come out there battle you and beat you, nigga. So, I got Yoshi G winning that, man. By a slight edge, though. Because Drugs is nice, but Yoshi G, I think, is better. Even if she had people writing for her or not, she performs it way better. And, you know, I heard NWX be doing that shit, having, like, writing parties and writing crews. And this one's the editor, this one's the performer, this one is telling you to take word out. So, if they doing that, then that's kind of like what Yoshi doing with quantum physics and them. It's the same shit. So, I got Yoshi G winning that shit. Twerk versus KCJ. Twerk 2-1, 3-0. I don't even think KCJ that nice, man. I mean, I think she's a great performer, and she got respect because she's a legend in the female part, but she's not even all that nice. She be forcing her punch. It's just too much. It's not enough for Twerk. So I got Twerk winning that shit 3-0. T-Top versus Jack Boy. Now, that one, I want Jack to win, but I think Top gonna win. It's crazy because I know Jack is gonna come out and perform well, but I don't know if his bars is gonna be what T-Top's bars be. T-Top's bars be angles, and they gonna angle you to death, and you be like, damn, why did I never look at it from that perspective? Like it's just I don't know. So I don't know, man. I got 2-1 either way with that battle, man. T-Top versus Jack. Like I said, I want to see Jack win because I want to see him triumph. You know what I mean? I want to see him overcome being out of battle rap for a while and people saying he whack and all that. I want him to overcome that. And Top ain't got nothing to prove. Top just got a way to prove to get to that 100K, and that shit is either going to happen or it's not going to happen. But he don't need the 100K as much as Jack needed. And the bigger name or the better battle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that one I got 2-1 either way. What's the other battle? Sway versus Prep. To me, they both old school rappers, but Sway is more OG. Prep is a young OG. But they both been in battle since like Briz and Top and them got in here. I'm gonna give it to Swave though. Swave is way more seasoned, way more experienced. Like he's really like one of them dudes that you be like, yo, he don't rap that much, but when he battle, like that nigga's a OG for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, Swave is one of them niggas, dog. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Swave is one of them niggas. And if he battled more often, he'd get more respect. But he already got wild respect. So I'm gonna say Swave is gonna take that 2-1, maybe 3-0. Prepper's nice, don't get it twisted. Prepper's nasty, but it's not enough for what Swave did for the game and in the game. It's not. Prep left too long and was out for too much. You know what I'm saying? He need to come back and battle at least 5 more prominent names for him to be that nigga like he was before when he came out. You know what I mean? Anyway, next battle I got Jerry West versus Swamp. Now, I know Jerry West is nice and he one of the top punchers. But he's not all around like Swamp is. Swamp is real. He got believability. He got punchlines, delivery, lyricism. And I believe him more than I believe Jerry West. And Jerry West is a card, what is it, with the scammer shit? Like Swamp is a real street nigga. So it's like different. It's like Jerry West is a street nigga, but you know, the scamming shit is like, it's not really goofballish, but it's just kind of like a slick way to get money instead of hustling it like with drugs or even sticking niggas up and burglarizing is corny too. You know what I'm saying? Sticking niggas, stick up kids and all that shit's corny. You're just taking away, you know what I'm saying? Instead of earning that shit, you know what I mean? If you got 100 fiends and you got 100K worth of crack and you get rid of it, that's respect because that's hustle because you worked it up. And then people came and bought it. It was like a business, you know what I'm saying? Whereas if you stealing or if you taking or if you scamming, that's just like, there's no respect for me with that shit. So most of the battles I'm going to have Jerry West losing because he ain't talking no real tough gangster shit. He talking about scamming and the imaginary punches. The imaginary punches is cool if, like a Briz. Briz imaginary punches is just different from Jerry West's. Jerry West is more like a Rum Nitty comical anime bars. You know what I mean? It ain't like a Danny Myers lyrical. Anyway, I got Swamp winning that shit, man. 2-1, possibly 3-0. And I mean, the punchlines is cool, and that's fine, and then there ain't nothing wrong with the punchlines and shit like that. But that shit is really not gonna pull, overshine the omnipotence of a battle rapper. If you got performance, delivery, all of the abilities and all of that shit, it's too hard to beat that with just a great puncher. You know what I'm saying? Serious Jones and Rum Nitty, same thing with that. Rum is a puncher. He's starting to step up his performance game, and that shit is cool. But to be honest with you, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I don't even think that's gonna be enough. I think Rum been in the battle rap shit more recently and more frequently in the last 3 or 4 years. He's been in the culture and doing more battles and performances and all that. But that shit ain't gonna really matter when you're dealing with a legend like Serious Jones, who could freestyle, he could perform, he got punchlines, he got delivery, cadence. Like, Serious Jones is one of them dudes, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, I seriously think that shit is gonna be an upset. If there's gonna be any upsets in the tournament, I'm going to say it's going to be Top and Jack. The biggest upset in the tournament is going to be Rum Nitty and Sirius. Without question. Without question. Because Sirius, like I said, he is getting slept on crazy. You know who Rum Nitty is in battle rap right now? And you know who Serious Jones was before? So it's like, Jones got to compete with that. But I know once he triumph over that shit, it's going to be a wrap. Like when he battled, when he came back and battled Math, that was fire. But, Ill Will. You see what he was doing versus Ill Will? I thought Ill Will was going to come in there and slap him around and punch him around and outperform him and make him look like an old nigga. That nigga Serious Jones came in there and really showed his ass and really showed, like, I still got it. I'm still one of the greatest. That's why I don't really care about him pulling out of that tournament. I mean, pulling out of the tournament, pulling out of that RBE battle versus Big K. Nobody don't want to see him versus no fucking Big K. I don't care about that shit. I really don't. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not a hater, but you can call me a hater if you want, but that's just my opinion. That shit was not going to be a fun, dope battle. You know, he was going to try to say shit about Sirius being in jail. You know, look, Sirius took the better opportunity. We're going to the URL tournament, the Ultimate Madness 3. If he had the opportunity to do both, I'm sure he probably would have did both, and that would have been better for him and his career and his money pocket. But on the up and up, if part of that reason was to do that, was to get in this 100K tournament, he made a better move anyway. Because Caffeine and URL and this battle rap shit, they bring it to a whole nother level. And I'm sorry, RBE is dope, but RBE ain't got it. RBE is not on that level, bro. They just not, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, next battle. Ichigai versus Riggs. That's the last battle. Of course, I got Geechee winning that, man. Sorry that it was a random pick, but they didn't get Riggs out of their first round. I mean, that's the hat. Shout out to the hat brim love, you know what I mean? Always love my brims and shit, but he ain't fucking with Geechee on no level, no ability, performing, rapping, lyricism, presence, longevity. I don't care if he been rapping longer than Geechee. He's not fucking with Geechee on no level. Geechee's gonna scoop right past him. Skirt. He might not even need to battle him first round because he gonna cook his ass so bad. It ain't even gonna make no sense for him to battle Riggs. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Riggs, but it's a waste of time, man. Especially for a nigga like Geechee. I don't even really know why he got in the tournament because I'm sure he made 100K, man. But anyway, man, I'm Jaja Gibore the Uglyman. I'm rapping out a blogger. Shout out to the world. Shout out to Smack and URL, knowing them for keeping that shit popping, getting it going. And that's how we do. That plane landed? No. Oh.